Alrighty, hello everybody. How are we doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're ready for some more cube time. We've got some more heathens to convert. We've got some more heretics to convert. They gotta embrace the light, you know? We got a lot to do. And you know, it's gonna be a lot, but I think we do have a pretty good chance of getting the main branch of the mission tree done. As for 3,000 provinces, I'm not sure we're going to get there just because there are some very large tags, which is going to be kind of difficult to deal with. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We could definitely get some more conversions done in Kenor. And honestly, I'm thinking Alien tier, it's basically free real estate as long as we can get enough boats. And we have a lot of boats. We just need to send them east or west. We need to send them west. East too. Lots of places. Lots of places. Hello, Moffleet, Scottish, Motoshai, MaxiZone, Amy. Hope you're all doing well today. Amy, isn't it like super late for you right now? Over there on the other side of the Atlantic? Ain't it like the middle of the night or something? You've been playing Wineport and the new changes are really cool. Okay. Yeah, I have played Wineport before. I didn't play it on stream though. I did it off stream. So at some point we can go back and do that. And you were saying that Tornair has content now, so maybe we'll just combine those two at some point. Oh, you're not missing a stream? Not a single stream, huh? Well, I respect the grind. You'll be disappointed to know then that we're doing a Tinto Talk today. Since we were not live yesterday, we got to go with the Tinto Talk today. You know how it goes. I'm pretty sure today's about Protestantism, right? I don't know. I kind of just sat down and went live, so I didn't really have much chance to open everything up and take a look at it. I didn't look at it yesterday either, because that would be cheating. I can't look at the dev diary beforehand. Yeah, Protestantism and war religion. So we'll go over that at some point today as well. We'll be back after the Yap, so-called no miss stream enjoyers. In Spain, it's 1 a.m. Well, thanks for changing your sleep schedule to be able to get to the stream. Appreciate that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. What's going on? What did I do today? What did I do yesterday? Well, I was subbing, I was doing that stuff. The kids these days, they're something. Maybe old people were always right. Maybe kids are just dumb. Maybe that's true. Not me though. Not me. When I was a kid, I was super smart, obviously. But now, kids these days, am I right? You ask them to do basic work and they're like, no, I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to work anymore. True. Real. 100% real. You're looking for a house to buy? Good luck. I couldn't imagine trying to buy a house right now. I'd have to sell my soul to be able to afford it. For sure. What is the housing? How's housing in Spain? I hope it's not as bad as it is in like the US and Canada. Something tells me that it might be though. I guess it also probably depends on what region you're in. As it does in the United States. In the US, you could buy like a mansion for $400,000 in Iowa. And then you could buy a box to live in California for like $2 million. You're in Murcia? Oh, okay. Gotcha. For a second there, I thought it said Murica, and I was like, wait a second, you just said Spain. Last I checked, we have not annexed Spain, nor do I think we should. Not good. Unless the Spanish sink another one of our ships in the harbor. I'm just saying. We can run it back. Like, I'm sorry, you did that. I can't believe this Spain actually sank the ship, so now we have to go to war again. Oops. Well, I don't think we can afford a war right now. I think maybe we should pull back on the whole spending money on war thing. Tends not to be too good for the budget. The normal house on average costs 180,000 euros. The average age to buy a house here is 34 years old. Doesn't seem too bad. All things can, well, I mean, like, it's so expensive, don't get me wrong. Euros to dollars. $203,000 for a house? Like a nice house? Well, I'll trade you. I'll trade you those prices if you'd like. That's crazy. I wish houses were that cheap. Maybe move to Midwest. You can look at all the corn you want, all the soybeans you want from your McMansion. Gotta get something out of it. That's an apartment, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Yeah, man, that's pretty good. Like, I understand it's not cheap, but like comparatively, that's pretty good. Housing prices in the US are very expensive. There's a lot of reasons for that, but it's okay. I'll never own a home unless I inherit my parents' home. You know what I think it is? It's time to bring back assassinating your siblings. I'm just saying. As the economy gets worse, it gives me more and more incentive to take out my siblings to ensure that I get the full inheritance. I'm just pointing out the facts, okay? I'm not advocating for that. You should never murder anyone, but hypothetically speaking, it could work. Don't ask about how stable that would make society. Unimportant. Unimportant, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? You're an only child? Easy. Everyone that you have a plan for him to inherit everything and not his other 5 siblings? I mean, it's that, yeah, you just gotta cook the books a little bit, sometimes with a knife. Whatever works, man. What's a little fratricide? You know, it proves that you earned the inheritance. Real. True and real. But I do hope you find a place that's not too expensive. That way you could own your own home, because it's very cool. Very, very cool. I dream of a day when that will be possible, but who knows? Who knows? Alrighty, let's go over the Tinto Talk, yeah? If they can tell you anything, sometimes fratricide is the only way to save the family. It's for the best. As long as I'm not the one dying, of course. You know, it's for the best if the other people are dying. Okay, dokie. Boom. Hello and welcome to another Tinto Talks, the Happy Wednesdays, where we talk about our entirely super top secret game with the codename Project Caesar. This week we will examine the mechanics of Protestant religions in the final situation involving all Western Christian confessions, the War of Religions. First is first, we differentiate the 3 main Protestant religions: Lutheranism, Calvinism, Anglicanism. All the different branches of Protestantism, more or less strictly covered under these wide denominations, are later represented through church aspects, a mechanism we'll describe now. The underlying system here is for every player to be able to customize their own Protestant church. As an example, the early Anglican Church, funded by Henry VIII, was very different from the Anglican Church that developed in the times of James I. And the further division that then happened with the Puritans, we aim to portray dynamically these theological aspects with church aspects. Therefore, let's take a look at a Lutheran country first. The Reformation was built in Perugia. Okay, here's an overview of Lutheranism and its religious panel. It's 5% clergy estate satisfaction equilibrium, 0.1 monthly religious influence, 5% tax efficiency. There are currently 11 countries following the Lutheran faith: Denmark, Schleswig, Perugia, Down, Prüm, Sargo, and Gubbio. Primary religion Lutheranism, liturgical language Latin, 27.79 religious unity, 2.14 primary religion tolerance, minus 4.5 tolerance of heretics, minus 7 tolerance of heathens, 36% conversion rate. Can add some religious aspects here. There's also some religious action: dissolve monasteries, deport heretics, grant ruler a divorce. Similarly to Catholicism and other religions, it also uses religious influence as a currency. Right, fair enough. This currency is used to add or change religious aspects to your church, and it also allows us to perform religious actions, of which we can't currently perform any, as we don't fulfill their triggers. Let's take a look at the religious aspects which define each Protestant church. There are plenty of aspects that can either be shared between the different Protestant religions or be unique to them. This is the list of all the aspects available to the Lutheran Church. So there's adult baptism for 2.5% peasant estate satisfaction, 20% pop conversion speed. I'm not going to read through each and every one of these. There's also appointment of bishops, asceticism, bread and wine, clerical poverty, crown as head of faith, freedom to preach, individual creeds, justified conflicts, monasticism, parish registers, pietism, sola fide, sola scriptura, soli deo gloria, translated Bibles, usury allowed, war sermons. Damn. Okay, that is quite a few. Definitely quite a few, and allows you to do a bunch of different things with them. Translated Bibles of 10% max literacy seems kind of crazy. A lot of different ways that you can customize your religion, which is nice. This is what it looks like when you decide to pick one of them. Translated Bibles gives you the benefits here. The base number of religious aspects that define each church is 3, although this is subject to review as usual, and it is possible to have entirely different and unique aspects per religion since it's a scriptable/moddable feature. Furthermore, religious aspects can have an impact on the relations a country has with others who use religious aspects. Since the aspects are partially shared between the faiths, this could lead to unlikely friendships and hostilities. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So like you get an opinion boost for people that choose the same ones, and I guess could lead to more hostility or some hostility if they choose a different one. I'm not exactly sure how that would work, but it sounds interesting to me. Now we move on to Calvinism, which is quite similar in structure to Lutheranism. It also spawns during the Reformation situation. It also has a Calvinist preachers that spread it, and it also uses religious aspects and actions. 10% clergy estate satisfaction equilibrium, 0.1 monthly religious influence, retreat delay plus 10, discipline plus 5%, minus 10% artist monthly start chance. Everything is preordained. Yes. Funny. Named after John Calvin, Calvinism is a significant branch of Protestantism rooted in the principles of simplicity and worship and the supremacy of the Holy Bible. Its doctrine emphasizes predestination, asserting that God has preordained the destiny of all creation. So, did they actually do the funny? I'm assuming that everything is preordained as the funny where they always roll the average number. So, 7? They always roll 7s in combat. Which is kind of funny. Right, last religion, Anglicanism. The Protestant religion doesn't trigger through the situation, but as an event for England, it may trigger after the Reformation is active. The unwillingness of heir, current wife, get name, to deliver a male heir remains a great cause of concern for a character who has grown weary and instead of becoming infatuated with the tenacious Lady Anne Boleyn. Right. You can take command of the church, or you can accept the supremacy of the papal states. And why would you do that? Why would you not just form the church yourself? If we decide to take command of the church, a new religion will be created. Right? Many Catholic pops convert to Anglicanism. You lose 20 stability. Her assertive and ambitious nature, as well as her involvement in court politics, antagonizes the Lords. Lords lose 10% of state satisfaction. New heresies appear in Christianity. Clearly, these are people who do not understand that the only truth is a Catholicism faith. I'm guessing this is what you get if you are not the one flipping to Anglicanism, because that would be kind of weird. They start with some more religious actions available. They also gain 0.1 monthly religious influence, minus 5% build cost, 5% max literacy. Oh wow, they have a bunch of different actions. This is all monasteries, militarized religious icons, Reformation diplomacy, deport heretics, encourage innovativeness, progress of the supreme governor, and grant ruler a divorce. Yeah, so they have a lot of other stuff. Though they also have the religious aspect. I mean, that makes Anglicanism seem pretty good. Pretty strong. I guess we'll have to wait and find out exactly what it looks like later on, like how it plays out. Last but not least, we have a couple of religions that also share the religious aspects but are not necessarily tied to the Reformation situation. This includes Lollardy and Hussitism, which will be created together with their corresponding reformer and the earlier Catholic heresies of Bogomalism, Catharism, Polyssanianism, and Waldensian. Okay. Not necessarily tied. So those can show up earlier or will be there earlier. Which is good to see that they have the other ones here as well. Last feature we're going to take a look at today is another situation, the War of Religions. This is the ending to all the narratives related to the Catholic and Protestant churches, a fight for the religious supremacy over Europe, centered over the Holy Roman Empire, with the 30 Years' War as inspiration. How many people would die? When you think about how many people could possibly die from the 30 Years' War, surely this will not have consequences down the line. Keep a close eye on it. All right. After several decades of religious strife, the conflict about the practice of Christian worship in the Holy Roman Empire has reached a point where armed conflict between the Protestant Union and the Catholic League seems impossible to avoid. Two international organizations will be created, the Protestant Union and the Catholic League. Right? Pretty straightforward there, joining one side or the other. Although founded by states of the Lutheran and Calvinist faiths, every member of the empire who feels threatened by the overzealous counter-reformers may join the international organization. And although inherently Catholic, Lutheran and Calvinist states can join too if they see a political advantage from working with the League. I'm glad that it's not just one or the other. EU4 is like that too, where you could join either side, unless you are the emperor. Then you have to be on the Catholic side. And this is the panel for the situation, which both sides, their relative strengths, the possibility to join one side or the other, etc. Oh, the Lutherans are struggling a bit more here. They have a lot less pops. Quite a few less pops. There's only 2 people in it right now as well. This is not Austria, fun fact. This does not seem to be Austria in the Catholic League. Interesting. In order to end the wars of religion, either the Protestant Union or the Catholic League must claim hegemony in the Holy Roman Empire by enforcing the religious supremacy through the Religious Superiority War. The Peace of Westphalia is achieved instead when 80% of all participants desire peace. Okay, so it's no longer a peace deal option. It's the people that are still left in the war, so you can't just let it go on forever, which I think is good. Hey, Corain, how you doing? That's all for today. Next week, Johan will come back once more to show more of the recent changes and tweaks in the game. All right. Let me stamp my 95 complaints. Oh, no. Let's see. Anything interesting here? Will certain tags be more likely to convert to Lutheran or Calvinist? For example, Scotland and Netherlands for Calvinist, Scandinavian tags for Lutheran. No, although we'll put some weights to get a somewhat more historical result for AI countries. For the player, there will be additional flavor content related to those countries that went Lutheran, Calvinist, Anglican, but it's something up to the player to discover if role-playing the historical way. Also reminded by one of my coworkers that some regions already have a kind of historical kickstart with the historical reformers spawning together with the Lutheran/Calvinist preachers. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that there is some push for countries to do the historical thing, only because otherwise, I think it benefits the Catholics way too much. You know? Like, if nobody flips Protestant, then it just, the whole thing feels moot and not as good. When does the religious war happen? Hope it's a 1620s thing, not a 1550 thing like an EU4. It can't trigger before 1590. So there's a good pacing with both the Reformation and the Council of Trent. Okay, here you go. More accurate timing, right? Later timing? That way it actually makes sense. And gives something big to do during that time period as well. Do doctrinal differences between different churches affect their relationship at all? Yes. As I said. Is the League War still hard-coded around what will now be Lutheranism, or can the other post 1054 faiths went out if you cultivate enough influence or military power. Just thinking of how painful the Hussite HRE achievement was. No, it works if there's a country professing a Protestant religion, and we have defined as Protestants the following: Lollardism, Hussitism, Lutheranism, Calvinism, and Anglicanism. Okay, so you can use any of the Protestant faiths to have victory. But does that mean that they would accept all Protestant faiths, or that Protestant faith that was chosen is the one that's now the official faith of the empire? A lot of isms. A lot of isms, man. A lot of isms. Can Lutherans and Calvinists obtain their own holy sites, or are those shared between all Christian religions? They haven't defined any yet, so there are suggestions about any if considered a good idea by the king. I don't particularly care about holy sites at this point in history. I think it makes sense for them to just have the same holy sites as like Catholicism. I think CK3 would have been a more apt time to do dynamic holy sites, but I don't know, maybe. Like, I guess I could see that for like Lutherans, wherever Protestantism first emerges could be a holy site, or where a martyr is killed could be a holy site, but Icon of War Sermons. Okay. The religious aspect still free to mix and match and replace. You're stuck with them once you've reached the maximum possible. You can replace them. Alright, cool. No separate Unitarians, no separate Anabaptists. You can pick the religious aspects to fit them better dynamically. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a pretty good compromise on adding in a bunch of different faiths. Like, you can't add everything. You know, you gotta at some point draw a line. This is where they've drawn the line. You can pick aspects to better fit that version of the faith. And I think you just kind of have to accept that, you know? Like, I don't know, maybe there's an argument for those two, but then someone else will have an argument for another one. So I think the aspects way to do it is good. Do you have to be a member of the empire to join the religious leagues? This is a good question. What about all the other countries? Also, is there any practical difference between unique feature at this stage between the Protestant and Protestant adjacent faith? The union/league members will be strictly HRE members, but other Catholic and Protestant countries may be able to sponsor the leagues and join the league war if and when it breaks out. Okay, well, I would have loved to have learned about that. I would love to have been informed a little bit about how sponsorship works. Because outside powers did get involved in the wars of religion, the 30 Years' War, so I'd love to see how exactly that works. And if it is just essentially them picking a side and then joining when the war breaks out, or if there's ways where you could do like only economic support or direct military support. I'd like to know more about that. No Ottomans join the league war to screw you over. No, I think they still could. Well, you're right. They did say other Catholic or Protestant countries. That also means that like Russia will join, which makes sense. They're a bit far removed from it, but who knows? Who knows? England giving loads of money to Protestants? Maybe. It could happen. You can clarify, how does conversion to any of the Protestant faiths actually happen? You can do it regularly, clicking in the primary religion button in the religious panel. We can convert to Lutheranism and Waldensian, but not Judaism. When the Reformation situation pops up, there'll be a direct button on it to do this, just pointing to any Protestant confessions available in your country. Okay, so you can just embrace it. Interesting that you could do it regularly. What cost does it have is my question. Is it like a prestige cost like it is in EU4 or something else? Let me ask, don't you show Greek Catholics in the Treaty of Brestia and Belarus and Ukraine because politically you consider Greek Catholics the same as Roman Catholics? You give so much attention to so many historical details in the game, but this is totally been ignored? I ain't got any idea what they're talking about. What is retreat delay plus 10 exactly? Stops the manual retreat orders. Yep, well, everything's preordained. So you would dare retreat when God has already preordained what would happen? But if you are the chosen of God, then you would surely win, yes? Think about it. Is Anglicanism exclusive to England? No chance for the Church of Scotland if England declines. The event triggers either in England or Great Britain, so if you're able to form Great Britain as Scotland, you may get it that way. John Knox is one of the historical reformers who may spawn the Reformation. Oh, okay. What is everything preordained? Yes, I feel like this is an important thing we should know about. This will make a country never to re-roll the d6 in combat. Oh. So it's not average. It just rolls once. And whatever the first roll is the roll you keep. Now that's a bit more spicy. That's kind of scary. But it's preordained. It's preordained. That's the way it goes. It's very interesting, though. They did say they were going to do something like this. I thought that they had said it'd be an average number all the time, but this is that is quite something. Will there be dev diaries for Eastern Christian denominations, Orthodox, Theophysite, and Nestorian? Yes, there will be. Okay, there's a lot here. Aspects are per country, and that's what separates the different branches of Protestantism. How does that work for countries that historically had multiple different branches? I think Transylvania is the best example for this because by it, I mean Prince John Sigismund, went from Catholic to Lutheran to Calvinist to Unitarian to switching between these constantly, except for Unitarianism, that was a one-time thing. But not everyone converted to the new branch. Just because John Sigismund becomes Unitarian doesn't mean Buckskye does as well, here being Calvinist. Pennsylvania had at times had Catholics, Lutherans, Calvinists, Unitarians, Anabaptists, and Sabbatarians. How would this religious unity be represented? Mostly by pops, you can portray these doctrinal changes by selecting different church aspects. And by changing religion between Lutheran and Calvinism, you'd have a different religious modifier, but also access to different church aspects. So, let's say you may be able to keep two common aspects, and then the third could be a unique one, either Lutheran or Calvinist. Okay. Why not use the names the Protestant churches used, evangelical/reformed, considering Lutheran and Calvinist were used as a derogatory term? We're still considering the naming, so it's a good mix between gameplay, clarity, and historical accuracy. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them use the names that they used instead of Lutheran and Calvinist, but I will say I understand Lutheran and Calvinist much quicker than I would have if they had said evangelical/reformed. So... number 3 is, why is Anglicanism then represented by a different religion? How is it different from a Lutheran or Calvinist church with different aspects? Why would the English be the only one to create their separate church? Now that we know that new cultures can be created, why can't everyone get their own Anglican church? Anglicanism was at first way different from the other confessions, while still breaking the Catholic Church, but it gets dynamically evolved to be more Lutheran/Calvinist and thus also make England/GB more aligned diplomatically with those countries of those religions. I'll be honest with you. The reason it's different is because Great Britain needs to be stronger. I think that's the answer. Because it seems that they just have more options off the bat immediately, more things that they can do. Like, they also get the aspects, and then they get more options. I think it's just Great Britain is a tag that people are going to want to play, and so they're going to make the religion tied to it very strong. Hey, Blackon, how you doing? Your resolve is tested. Late night yapping, that's right. Let's read this last question. Is there anything for Greek Catholics or Sabbatarians? There's some content for a lot of different Christian denominations, but not the same level as the main ones. League War, that said, every single screen that we've seen is slim, thin, narrow, and lacks meat. Wow, okay. What a weird way to describe a photo. These unrealistic expectations for screen shapes, which require everything to conform to a standard, are not good. Are not good! 3 exclamation points. Make the screens thick, curvy, shapely, and unique. You got some weird thoughts about the way the screens are supposed to look. Every single screen looks like it was designed to be seen on a mobile phone rather than a computer monitor. You may like to have a lovely map with some proper coloring to take a look at the same time. This is not even a full screen with a proper 3D map, just a flat map mode with a fraction of the complete UI. I mean, this definitely puts a lot more into context, right? Like, this being over here seems fine. So I like that it doesn't take up the whole screen, but I agree that it is kind of weird that they only show these. But at the same time, like, that's what they're focusing on. They're not focusing on what's going on here, focusing on what's going on here in the dev diaries. So that's what they're showing. Question is, why do some people know so much about very specific religions? They are that religion. They've studied that religion. They're from the region, and so they take like pride in their history. There could be a bunch of different reasons why. I hope the various aspects of the church can't be replaced at will like an EU4, and they take time to fully kick in. It costs stability, besides religious influence, to change the existing ones. We could add an implementation time for them if it's something the community wants. Yeah, I think implementation time is good. I think it makes sense. Better than just clicking button, getting bonuses. Because I think that this would encourage hot swapping them. I mean, it does cost stability, so it's not as easy to do so as it is in EU4. But still, even if it's like 6 months, it could be 1 month. Some implementation time would be interesting. Just to show that it needs to like spread. Like headphone bonuses taking time to power up. Yeah. Ooh, some Hussite aspects. This is very much not Hussitism. This is the naked people. War religion situations must, can, and will only end domination once. Adamite services. Pop, leave, rebel threshold minus 5%. +4 maximum amount of female and male spouses. The Adamite sect insists upon nakedness during church services. Without the stylings of status or culture, we appear as equals in the eyes of God. A stark reminder of our shared humanity and of the innocence we enjoyed before the fall. Punishment of sin. 5% clergy estate satisfaction, minus 10% staff investment cost, 0.1 monthly progress to spiritualist. Are the religions balanced, or are we going to have a situation at release where some religions are inherently better? Gameplay-wise, this is much more interesting and offers much more. Balance never ends, neither pre nor post-release. And I would already say, without touching the game, that Anglicanism looks better than the other Protestant faith. It just has more buttons to click, which means there's going to be more options, and options are good. You still have PTSD from the Adamites CK3? Surprise! Naked people. That's what they do. That's just what the Adamites do. Can the wars of religion be even nearly as impactful for the population of the HRE as in life? The population drop is comparable to the Black Death, and surely wars can't normally be balanced to be this destructive. Having multiple armies go around conquering and sacking Germany for 30 years wouldn't be good for the population growth in an organic way. I mean, hopefully it has that kind of effect. Don't see the other Protestants ruling the waves. Point. It's a good point. What else we got? And we get Quakers, Anabaptists, Unitarians, Baptists, and other various Protestant groups that are born in the era. Let's see their reasoning here. This is the point when things get tricky, because of having so many different Protestant denominations, so we need to add dozens of confessions. Take also into account the different sovereign Lutheran churches. To be completely accurate, and why we decided for functionality over complete accuracy. It would eventually be cool to add more flavor, including unique naming, to the different branches and churches, but gameplay and functionality always come first. I'm telling you as the content design leader of the project, meaning that I'm always pushing to get more historically accurate flavor content in the game. Reading this makes me think, where was it? Unique naming. What if there are certain aspects, if you choose, that would change the name from like Lutheranism to Quaker, right? Maybe that's something that they do want to do now, maybe something they want to do in the future. But instead of adding in unique content for a whole Quaker religion, of which only the player will convert one time to for one run, if you add the correct aspects together, it changes the name over to give you that kind of flavor. I don't know. And we expel them. Smiley face. You didn't have to put the smiley face there. But yes, you can expel people. It doesn't look like it's a specific expel. It's just expel in general. They're after my oats. The Quakers. They're after the oats. Do you have to be Catholic or Protestant to sponsor the league? So no Muscovy Ottomans as sponsors. Also, can Catholics sponsor the Protestant league, like France did historically? We have only designed for Catholic and Protestant countries to be sponsors of the unions/leagues. And you haven't explained anything about the war's religion. How does the war trigger? Who can initiate it? Who can negotiate and end it? Will it have stages? Can there be multiple wars waged at different stages? What does it mean that a member desires peace? How is that manifested in the game? War is initiated by the leaders of the league at the earliest some years after creation. So you can't cheese it. You can't have them immediately form and declare war. Can they fabricate a CB and declare war with it? Or they can fabricate a CB, which enables the peace treaty options to forcefully resolve it. Normal wars can still happen on the side. There are no stages. And the desire for peace is calculated based on war length and exhaustion. It is essentially the country no longer willing to fight. Okay. No stages, huh? Because wasn't there... The 30 Years' War wasn't like one war. It was multiple wars within 30 years, essentially. With like lulls in the fighting. That's when like Sweden got in on one of them, France got in on one of them. It was a whole thing. But maybe they just don't. Maybe it'd just be too difficult to make that work without heavy scripting. Right? Like what happens if they do try and do multiple phases and it relies upon Sweden being strong or France being strong and they're not, and then maybe they're not even there, maybe they got annexed, and so now you have this script and like it just skips over it, which I suppose would be fine, but then you've done all of this and it doesn't really work, and then it feels like it's railroading the players. But I can see why they just want no stages. But I think that kind of ties into the question that someone was asking about the population lost in the Empire because of the War of Religion, you know? It was because there was multiple wars going on and it hit different regions that it was so devastating. Quakers play a large part moving the North away from slavery? Yes. Yep. Alright, well, that is the Tinto Talk from yesterday. Pretty straightforward. Didn't learn a whole bunch, but we did learn that the Protestants are going to have essentially the same mechanics that they do in EU. The aspects are changed, but they are essentially the same mechanics. Which is fine, I guess. It is an interesting decision. Or interesting setup. Hey, we move ever closer to the official announcement of Project Caesar, right? Every dev diary is one dev diary closer. Every dev diary reminds me that we might be very far away. So very far away. Oh boy. Because this has been... I think this is the third or fourth dev diary on Christian faiths alone, and it's only gotten to Protestantism now. We still haven't even gone over Orthodox. 2026 Q3, maybe if we're lucky. Curious how much is being ported directly from EU4 and how much is being built / rebuilt. Are you talking code-wise or idea-wise? Because I think code-wise, a lot of it's going to have to be done from scratch. This is just my guess. I don't know. I'm not a game creator. I'm a game player. Since the game is revolved around pops now, I feel like they would have had to have redone everything. That was one of the big reasons that they didn't add pops into EU4, is that it would have required essentially a complete rewrite of the game's code in order to implement it. And so they didn't do it. And that's why we're getting it in EU5. Is it on a different engine? I don't know if they. I don't remember if they've confirmed that or not. I don't know. Ooh, I would hope it would at least be on a updated engine, right? DK3 is on the updated engine. I think Stellaris is on an updated engine. I don't think EU4 is, though. EU4 has been left to done, and then they can start working on this. I think we're done with EU4 content, right? I'm not crazy. Like, they've said that's it. Wrap it up. We're done. Or at least they've alluded to that. I don't think there's any other planned DLCs. I don't think. Not that I know of. Ooh. I esteem not saying that I own the DLCs when I go to the shop. Hello? I promise you I do own them. Sign in or open in Steam. My brother in Cube. I've got Steam open. Okay, there we go. Oh, also, CK3 is on sale right now. Big sale. If you were waiting at some point to buy CK3, I think base game's like $15 right now. So, let you know that. What do I not own? I don't own the Ultimate Sprite Pack. Or the History Lessons. I don't own the Utopia Holy Roman Empire Music Pack either. Or the 10th Anniversary Community Music Pack. But I own all the content stuff. Oh yeah, I don't think I want to add those. Hey, they got an Anbennar song on one. Yo! Might be copyright stuff. They're on embargo until Republic's crossed arms. Valid. Valid. I'm waiting for CK3 to add trade in. I don't think we're ever going to get it. I'll be real with you. I don't think they're going to do it. We'll see though. We're playing EU4 today? We are playing EU4 today. Yes. Yeah. New DLC looks silly. I haven't really taken a look at the CK3 DLC because I don't have any intention to buy it. But it does, you know, it is of the step. You know me, I love playing from the step. I love raising provinces. New nomadic government type, heavily inspired by the nomads of the Eurasian steppe. New playstyle around herd and migration. Migration allows nomadic rulers to move around the Great Steppe in search of better pasture lands, negotiate with the locals or subjugate them by force. Herd is a new currency only available for nomads that we converted into Horde Riders. Horde Rider! And upgraded into better men-at-arms. Okay. I mean, it seems interesting, right? But unless I'm playing a nomad every game, you know, why? How'd I get it? Migrating is very dumb and is meaningless. Oh, that's sad. The new con stuff just sets you up for a world conquest. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Not that I have any interest in doing a world conquest in DK3. You move to 100 fertility region and get 3 more herd a month, or you get 1 tributary, which gives 5 a month. I don't know, I'm doing the math here. Seems like tributaries are the way to go. Which, accurate. 25 new special destination for nomads. New CV for nomad rulers, including Overrun Kingdom, Expand Dominance, Sovereignty, Humiliation, Retaliation, and Nomadic County/Duchy Quarrels. Adds the Pisa system with unique decisions and character interactions. There's a new raid intent. Pillage, terrorize, capture, plunder, and adventure. Added confederations and agreement between tribal and nomadic rulers that commits them to joining one another's defensive wars? Okay, that's kind of cool. Decision which allows you to turn your confederation into a kingdom tier realm with you as a monarch and confederation elective succession for the created title. Oh, you can create your own little HRE. Well, that's kind of cool. Kind of nifty. All right, well. I don't know how it feels to play. I guess I'll wait for people who have played it a bunch later on to see how they feel about it. But isn't it just gonna run into the same problem of CK3 that eventually you just fall off? Like, what do you do? What do you do as a nomad? You can't build. I guess you just go to war. Roleplay. Yippee. And for this character in CK3, I'm going to roleplay as a warrior who conquers things. And in the next one, I'm going to roleplay as a person who conquers things. And the next character, I'm going to have someone who sleeps with everybody's wife. And then the next one, I'm going to have murders everybody. And then I'm going to go back to conquering again. Just keep going. But I don't need to complain about CK3 today. I've complained about CK3 enough. It's too simplified and not for me, and that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Not every game is for me. Let's switch over our category here. Chat yearns for the CK3 dunking. I don't think that's true. You want me to just keep dunking? Because I'll just be repeating myself over and over again. I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad dunking on it. It's like, well, you know, they don't deserve to be dunked on. They're creating the game they want to create, and that's fine. Not for me. I think my ideas would be a better game, but I'm not the one making the game. If I want a better CK3, I can learn how to make a game and go make it myself. But we've got some cube to do. Cube. We've got some conversions to make. Maybe. We're going to try. We're going to continue to try to get people converted here. What a reasonable thing to say. The audacity. The audacity of having a reasonable take in the modern age is... I'm basically Superman. When you think about it, I'm basically Superman. Don't fact check that. I cannot fly. If you shoot me, I'm pretty sure I'll die. No evidence, though. To be fair, never been shot. So it is possible that I could get shot with a real bullet and live. It could just deflect off of me. I don't want to test that, though. That feels a bit silly. Let's see, what else can Superman do? He's got like laser vision, right? I don't think I can do that. I'm definitely not as strong as he is, but I'm not afraid of green rocks. Maybe I've just got the Superman intelligence, which is not a superpower he has, as far as I'm aware. Does he? He probably does. He's got like every superpower ever. He probably is super smart. Any Superman heads in the chat? Anybody real big DC comic? Pretty sure Superman is just a himbo. You know, maybe. He'd be real good at it. You know, not being a hater. When I think of like a smart superhero, it's like Professor X. That's the smart guy. Batman's kind of smart. But I think saying Batman is... makes you sound like an edgy guy. Like, oh, I love Batman, dude. Batman's great. I love Batman. It's like, yeah, okay, man, we get it. We get it. You think he's edgy? It's fine. You like Batman. He's just, you know, he's not as cool as you think he is. Not to say he's not cool. Not as cool as you think he is. That's all I'm saying. So-called free-thinking teenage boys, when they see Batman and they're like, yeah, that's me for real. Nobody understands me. It's like, okay, kid, go do your homework. Yeah, all right, relax. You'll be okay. All right. After 10 years, the game has finally loaded, and we can get back to Cuba, the Ravelian state. So, we've got some conversions to do still. We've gotten a decent chunk of Canor converted. I'm fully willing to admit that. We've still got a lot of Core Knight people to convert. Same thing with Regent Court. But we're trying to get our conversions done in here, but I'm not sure that it's going to work, because I wanted to diplomatically convert Laurent, but this is not fast enough. Laurent is starting to reconvert things, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are for sure starting to reconvert things, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Fortnum is a center of reformation. I mean, that would be nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against that. Hopefully that helps. So we'll see how it goes. We're also trying to break people apart so we can convert them. Like, we broke up the gnomes a bunch. We released Blue Scale and Kobold Zan, so they're Ravelian now. We have a bunch of people over here that I was trying to work on. I released Marhold. They became Ravelian. And Stalbor, I asked them as well. I released them as well. That was to break up Corentar because they were too big, and now Corentar is dying to Covenblad. And Covenblad is allied to Tarakar and Dame's Crown, which are both very strong. It's just kind of feeling like I don't have the capabilities to forcibly convert people. Most people, that is. There is still a chance that I can convert the elves. The problem is I'm going to have to fight all the elves in order to do that. And I don't think it's going to be an easy war, but it might be a possible war. Might be a possible war. Is there anyone I can ask to convert? We can check. We can check. I don't know if I can do this through... Oh, I can. Convert to Rebellionism. Teleximai, Bankar Teneni, and Rijal Sahil would all convert. If I can please have some diplomats back, I'd appreciate that. That way I can convert these guys. Thank you. I can oversee some mages and artificers in some of these places as well. Okay. We've got people like Abdul Hunger, which I might be able to convert. 338%, I'm not sure though. Rebellions in the Mengi? There is one. Yeah. There's one rebellion in the Mengi. I do wonder, is there anyone else that I can buy provinces off of? Because I'm still trying to convert people through the stuff and things, man. Through the stuff and things, the conversion. So I'm trying to make sure that I can get as much whatever the word I'm looking for is, great power as possible in order to influence that. Put that there. Kobolds flee towards the caverns. What? Caravans of kobolds pulled by heavy drakes. Wagons packed with wool and shiny trinkets. All across Baycods, kobolds leave for the interior. After years of enduring our rule of us seizing kobold lands, displacing their peasants, and instituting rebellion administrations, the locals have had enough. They have taken their belongings and their wealth and have begun a great migration into the Dragonspine caverns. The kobolds depart from the surface towards a place they think they can still defend. Most of our local settlers have begun celebrating, seizing every piece of kobold property they can find in the aftermath of the migration. Some, though, hesitate as they watch riches flow past our borders. They claim that there are two ways by which we could stop the migration. Either we integrate the kobolds or we destroy their safe haven in the dragon depths. Otherwise, they might just keep leaving. For now, though, this means more homes for our settlers, more land for our farmers, and less pesky reptilians to deal with. Who are we to complain about one less trapped burrow to watch out for? That's rude. I don't want to oppress the kobolds. I want to befriend the kobolds. That's not very nice. Yeah, people sad. The kobolds don't deserve that. What are we doing here? What am I doing here? Ah, I see. I didn't have my artificer troops in the same stack. Gotcha. So now I do, so now you can drill. Come back up here and you can drill. But apparently I have too many cannons in that stack. Combat width is 36, so I really don't. I just need more force limit. And we have the reform, right? That gives us more. Yeah. Do. Well, we're just going to have to supplement it with 10 regular troops, I guess. That's going to have to be the frontline stack for now. Eventually we'll get more. Right, we have the spark drive rifle. Let's implement that. We are doing research right now. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, who wants to get converted? That's the question. You, I think, are actually kind of close. If I can get back to converting here, though there is a Ravelian center of trade here already. I'm not sure how that's working. I'm not sure why these guys have centers of trade. I'm not complaining. Like, I'm totally fine with that. I just don't know why there is one. Oh, there's portable turrets unlocked. Oh, I'm going through quality ideas right now? Yeah, keep going down that path. Let's fund the artificers. Think thought transmitters for 25% improved relations. Oh, trade steering plus 50%. Or 15%. Trade range 50%. We'll do plane of water teleporters. That's fine. Who else wants to sell me some land? Love some more land. You don't have any centers of trade. I tried to buy some land up down here last time, but they were like, oh, you need 20,000 ducats or something. And I was like, huh? What? That's crazy. Yeah, for this. They won't even sell me that now. What about for here? Oh, they are just not interested because they're feeling threatened. Well, if I improve relations with them, maybe I can convince them to flip over. Would be kind of nice. Maybe we can convince them that to not be threatened by me. I need to improve with you because I want to buy something off of you. Let's improve with you. Badabi. Badabi. Dabadabadabadi. You're being converted. That's good stuff. But I do possibly want to buy this right here. Would you be willing to sell that to me? Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, they're not going to be as willing to sell things because I have provinces near them. What about you? Can I buy this? No. They are too powerful. And that's going to be the problem, is pretty much everybody's going to be too powerful now. None of them are going to want to sell me anything. I mean, maybe it's still worth it to try and buy these. $38,000 ducats for this center of trade. Is that worth it? It honestly might be. What else am I going to spend my money on? I mean, really. What else am I going to spend my money on? If not that. Even though that feels kind of crazy to say. Also, I do not have a center of trade in this node. Umber Covenant has 96,000 troops, but is allied to a bunch of people. Izelmore would not currently join, but they will eventually, and I can't get my troops there reliably. We may just need more boats. That might be what it comes down to. May just need more boats. We're gonna need more boats because I need to convert things in Aelintir. Yeah. Things like the Ruined Sea. I need all of these tags to flip over to Ravelian. I can't charter a company in the New World, so. See, I need the rent to flip, so that way these places flip. It's really, really important that we get Laurent to convert. Super, 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 super duper important. Ravelian, Giselle, Mora. I would love that. That'd be great. Be great. Something tells me they're not going to be too interested. I don't know what it is. Something tells me. Why do I have black flag troops? Oh, it's just this 1K guy. Yeah, we can bring him back now. He can leave the mountains. Never mind. I lost a troop somewhere. I am allied to Arg Ordston. I'm over my Diplo relations because I'm guaranteeing blue scale. I have military access through Luciande. I can cancel that. No, sorry. Luniande. Luniande military access, not Luciande. Very different. I do have Eberthili separatists down here. So maybe I actually keep that access. I send 20,000 troops over to deal with. You can keep drilling while they are gone. That colonial province has become a pretty big hassle for us. Ugh. Ryaz, our faithful ally, is calling us into a war against Aramul. I mean, sure, man, but... Hold on. Oh, you're a satrapy of Catarata. Catarata's just too strong. I think they're just too big. They're too big. They're too big. I can't do anything about it. They're just too big. Yeah, I'll accept that. Fine. Like, how am I supposed to convert these people? Well, the answer is trade. That's the secret. The secret is with trade. Oh, 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 they did it! Yo, Eberthil, thank you for converting to the true faith. Appreciate that. How kind. Oh, brighter than a pearl. It spawned from minute encounters with blessed tailwinds or against vexing headwinds, each some manner of curious, unfortunate, or joyous. Breaking the surface barrier, each interaction earned a grain of trust, and now these minute grains form the very foundation of our relationship. From tourists to explorers to merchants to kings and diplomats, the merfolk nations seek further rapport with Ravelian state. The merfolk rose to meet us, and we accepted them as aquatic kin. Now we consider one another pledged allies, ready to weather the storm that threatens either. Sweet. We're allied to them, which gives more trade value. Is Sornaconde Rebellion? No. Nope. Most people in Aelintir are not Rebellion, which is very unfortunate, to say the least. I figure that some of them would at least convert, you know? At least a couple of them. But it seems not. Seems they didn't have an interest in that. Hello. Would you... Alright, I'm in a war, so I can't ask for a charter company. Ever. You think the people they were more likely to convert saying they found the God fragment? Yeah. Oh, also our initial ruler is dead. For those of you that were not able to catch the end of the stream. 40th, super dead. Super duper duper dead. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, right. Now we get bad rulers for the rest of the game. Unfortunate. I'm gonna hire this admin guy. 50 ducats for this advisor? Oh, because we're super over our gov cap. Yikes. Yeah. Yep. But I can build town halls, so we're actually fine. Build town halls everywhere. That'll help us out. That the Bay of Wines converted all it can convert? That cannot be true. It is true. Laurent's just converting it back too fast. Okay, well. Over here we go then. I need to put a merchant here as well. Don't want to lose the money that I'm pulling in from Ardenin. I can stop pulling from BPEC. Gerwing has been elected Emperor of Anbennar. Wed no longer considers me a rival. Have you not go home at war? I'd like to see what our percentage is here. Okay, 59%. Go ahead and start our trade there. In fact, if that's 59, that means I don't need them all there. What if I split you up? What does that put you at? 43? That's actually fine. Then I can send these 77. Protect trade somewhere else. And go to the Dragon Coast. Right? This is at 32%. Really? I need a merchant here. If I transfer here instead of... there instead. Where can I remove my merchant from? Down over here. There's nowhere really good. I need more merchants. That's what I need. What are the two different pulls here? Everything in the Ravelian state. We're pulling towards Clove site. Yeah. We definitely want to keep that up. If we want to keep our money up. But I need to put a merchant. I guess I can move it from the Bay of Wines for now. I guess move up to 34%. Who is being the rat? No one's technically being a rat. But they most certainly are not helping. That's gonna steer trade to me, I guess. I'm gonna need all my boats up here if I want to convert. But yeah, hello. Change your colony to a company that gives you merchants, doesn't it? Customize subject? No. Change colonial type. Self-governing colony gives +1. I don't remember what they give me right now. Do I get a merchant from... I don't. Yeah, I could change it to a self-governing colony. It's not a bad idea. Then I can choose the debate in Parliament or another merchant. Sides, there we go. Was that going to give me 2? No, so I was already getting one from my subject, is the thing. Join a Kedarata coalition. Yeah, and I can't change again to see. Yeah, I could join a coalition against him, but what in? Kedarata is allied Favanosi, betrayer of the faith, confirmed. Betrayer of the faith confirmed. I can also stop guaranteeing blue scale. I don't really care. They live or die. They'll just die to Cobalt Sand. And I still didn't get rid of this access. Architectural development, absolutely. Give me those monarch points. Tech, that unlocks client states and advanced CBs. That would give me better light ships. Tempting offer. I think I'm just going to keep developing this up a little bit more. 25, so that way I can get this up to a level 3 center of trade. In the hopes that it gives me a little bit more trade power here. We're at 19. This is where I might be able to get enough trade power out. If I send these 77 ships down south. But I don't really need to, is the thing. Like, looking at this, like, it would get a couple of people, like a couple of provinces, but I don't really think it's worth it. So I don't know if I really needed to do that. The problem is that Kedarata is just so large. You're here. We're always in a fight to convert this. What does Ravelian State even do? We try to convert people. Go figure. Here. That's where we need to send them. To Ryaz. To Ryaz you go. We're trying to convince people to convert. The problem is nations are very large now, so it's kind of difficult to do that. Like, even if I just sit here and do the trade stuff, I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to convince them to do this. When I want to do a great holy war, you were not going to join me, dwarves. I just want to make that so perfectly clear. I don't really have any intention of helping them. I wouldn't mind the dwarves suffering a bit. Oh, both of the dwarves went to war with the okay. Do I not have enough trade power down here? 54%. I do. Oh, it's automatically on. Okay, so hopefully that converts a bunch of stuff in here. Maybe it will convert Ryaz. I don't know. How do you expand religion in inner nodes? That's a great question, isn't it? That is a great question. I do not have the answer to that question. Also, Asarta has gone Shadow Pact. Kobolds are fleeing towards the caverns because I'm apparently oppressing them, even though I said I don't want to oppress them. I made it clear, no oppressing of kobolds allowed. Right, gnomish hierarchy. I think I took their land so that way I could convert them through war. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Send a stack over. Let's see how it goes. We gotta be ready to convert Laurent at a moment's notice. No! Devastation. Devastation. Need those boats. Thank you very much. Not very nice. Gnomes. Very nice at all. I thought you took provinces so you could trade, convert them. I mean, that is what we're doing right now. That's the hope, at least. Man, I thought that more people would flip to the cube. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that we'd have some like crazy, cool, sneaky way to convert people, but it seems not really. No sneaky way. Just the regular way. Corruptible. Okay. Like, there's no spy networks I can build to help out. I just gotta wait. Which I'm not very good at. Take the money. Am I back to 100 inno? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can finish quality ideas, get 5% discipline. That's nice. Trade efficiencies, whatever. I don't really want to spend mill points there. Missionary strafe? I'd rather have the war score cost versus different religions, to be honest. Hey, Kranish, if you use the vassal reconquest CB, can I take that territory for me at the end of the war, or will be automatically given to vassals? You can technically do that, yes. You can declare a reconquest war and take it for yourself as long as you can core the province. So if you have a vassal, like let's say you have your capital here in this province, and you have a vassal all the way on the other side of the world in the middle over here, you cannot take the land. But if you have this province as your capital and you have a vassal right next to you, and then you're trying to reconquest for here, then you could take that. Keep in mind though, usually it is better to feed the vassal, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Want Novgorod from the Russians, and Novgorod's your vassal. Ooh. Who are you playing as? As Sweden? Where's the split? I don't remember where the split is for East and West Europe. It depends on the subcontinent that you're trying to take it from. Well, only one way to find out. Declare the war. Because you could take vassal, you could take land next to your vassal if they're on the same subcontinent as you. You can't do that if it's not. And I don't know where the eastern subcontinent is, but I'm pretty sure that Russia's in the east. You have a permanent claim on it? You'll probably be fine. I'd send it. If you think you can beat Russia anyways, it would be valuable to still feed Novgorod if you can't take the land. The sneaky way to build up AI tags that go Ravelian, clearly. Time to go release Braylar. Yeah, let me just do that real quick. Oh, so sorry. Braylar's land is already Ravelian. This is what I mean. Like, how am I supposed to convert this guy? In what universe am I supposed to get enough trade power here to convert him? You know? Carter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Long servants attack. Okay. I guess we're just gonna lose this province again. This sucks. This sucks. They just keep rising up, causing issues. Ooh, I guess it's time to take them back over there. And hope they don't get sniped by some gnomes. Dawi no longer considers me a rival. Well, that's good. Because we're most certainly not rivals. Salamina is getting people hired. Yeah, this war over here is happening. They'll be fine. To get the trade power, you can conquer the place. Yo, true. I mean, true. We could make colonies in the New World. The only problem would be getting my troops to the New World. But I mean, you only have to move them once if you keep them there. What tech is Anbennar yet? I'm assuming they're going to be at most one behind. Nope, they're tech parity. So, not really a great idea, all things considered, if we were thinking about the military route. Speaking of the military route, let's blow up some gnomes. Boom. I'll go in first. Boom. I have artificers too. Gnomes. That's right. I'll fight you. Boom. Mostly because I have lots of reinforcements. Otherwise, I would not have crossed over. That's why. Gnomes are very scary now. What is this? Curious hypothesis. A Ruinborn scholar from the distant lands of Norwin, adrift on the winds of discovery, has begun causing unrest among our merfolk. Initially ingratiating herself among our nation's mixed elven enclave, she wielded her global expertise to great effect, earning a post as a dockmaster for a major seaside port. During her tenure, she met several merfolk traders and aquatic companies seeking business. Her polite chatter quietly shifted from professional to curious to uncomfortable. Though your people arose from the dark seas of the west, did you find our complexions comparable? And do you find it odd how much of your sea vernacular mirrors my native Quinay? She was eventually fired from her dockmaster job amid a particularly aggressive argument between her and a merfolk, but instead of reflecting on her beliefs, she has reforged herself into a syncretic preacher seeking some grand unity of elven kind. She claims that our native merfolk were once elves from old Aelintir, already a shocking prospect. She further declares that, much like her people's bat-like features, their divine elven blood adapted to the ocean itself, allowing them to flee the ruin of Aelintir. Of course, she patronizingly proposes, we can return even these fish elves to their forgotten greatness. They need only be united by our great precursor legacy and abandon their crooked and ignorant superstitions. The merfolk aren't too happy to have their histories, cultures, and long struggles against the inky dark reduced to fish elves. So they plead that we officially censor the preacher, claiming that her words demean them and cause undue discrimination, despite living in local seas for centuries. We might, of course, also bring this Ruinborn into our fold, ensuring her zealous visions align with the national interests. To whom shall we adhere? No thanks. Don't you get trade power when you occupy provinces? Yes, but it's not enough. Like, it's not enough to use the... Also, look at my infantry. They've been destroyed. Oof. Rebels. Uh-oh. Okay, good. They're gonna go in the Phoenix Empire. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because I couldn't beat them. Not have been possible. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my troops were getting obliterated. And we need more time to convert provinces. Remember, it takes forever for the religious thing to do its thing. Lorent's not going to convert, I don't think. Not in time. But I really would like them to. I'd really like to see everybody convert to the one true faith, you know? Just because I like him. I like him more. I'd like him more if they did that. We'll need to upgrade those after the war. You can be upgraded. You're converting things. We now have nationalism unlocked, so we could start going crazy and conquering Rebellion land, but I don't think we need to do that. The Gnomes. If I get 96% war score somehow, then they will give up. They have 41 heavies, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, no. Upper, yeah, okay. The Gnomish hierarchy colonies are becoming disloyal. That's not necessarily a good thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing. There's something that is happening right now. We will have to adapt to and see what happens. Oh, also the gnomes have a tech up on us, so that's why they're doing so much damage. Military tactics increase, they get line infantry. Okay, Laurent said no more gnomes. Wow. Laurent just obliterated their navy. Absolutely sliced it and diced it. That was kind of embarrassing to watch. All right. Well, we get a bunch of reinforcements here. We get more war score from battles, and they get stack wiped, and that's that. Again, we take heavy losses, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Are we ready to go down here? Ready as we're gonna be. Ooh. It's gonna be a no. 20,000 troops stack wiped. You needed more than that, apparently. Okay. Back up you go. Luckily, I can build more. Build them more. It's fine. Trade League of Baihanjin has disbanded. Okay. Right, and the gnomes have decided that they will embrace the true faith. Thank you, gnomes. Appreciate that. Working on this forever, that's it. Ooh, I could take something like this. No, that'll piss Laurent off. Yippee! All right. The gnomes have been converted. Important question. Does that convert their colonies? No. No, it did not. I guess there is a chance that they'll be forcibly converted, but I don't think that's going to happen. So on one hand, yippee. On the other hand, what have we really accomplished there? Dornicand is too big. Even if I could land and beat them, which I don't think I could. Even if I did, I don't think it'd matter. They're too big. Too large. On Steam Bit Bucket, I'm on the Bit Bucket. Or the GitHub, whatever it is. The work in progress version. Ooh, our governing capacity is almost fixed. That will fix it. Rate efficiency guy, okay. Did I trap my troops here? I sure did. Alright. Bring them over. Bit by bit. Well, 383 provinces in Canor are currently Ravelian. I need 10 more Ravelian provinces in Aelintir. And then we need 6 provinces in North or South Aelintir to be producing precursor relics, have a university. And it needs to be Ravelian. Or they need to have 50... Religion in the Ravelian stays Ravelian. The province owner has 50 opinion of me. Or the province owner, the religion in province has to be Ravelian. It's just one of those things, guys. One of those things has to happen. I could take tech early. I don't know if I need to, though. I think I'd just rather develop. Develop up to level 3 centers of trade in some places here. Same thing here. Need level 2. Get it like that. 5, get that to level 3 center of trade. Again, though, I'm not sure what good this is going to have in the long run. Considering all of that. But Faroese, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You are a true cube praiser. Cube lover, even. You know what? You could be the cube. It's possible. Thank you. I'm confused as to how Evamos isn't clicking their formable. How long ago was it added? Because this is a couple days old at this point. Oob time? Oob. Oh, because the kobolds. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, we've released the kobolds. Blue Scale and Kobold Zane. They're free. I wish I could warn Wex to not kill Koboldzan. Goed. Who does still have Wex as a personal union, by the way. It has a bunch of people supporting their independence, but Goed is allied Dame's Crown, or Everthil. So I guess maybe they're not interested. I don't know exactly why Wex is so determined to be a subject. But whatever. How are things going over here? Orentar, well, you know, I could do this. I can call an Arg Ordston. We have to fight Grombar and Count's League. I could just wait to declare war on Count's League directly. And convert them. Stalbor is our religion, so I don't need to worry about that. Barumond, I could Great Holy War to convert you. Yes. And Cardia is converted. Aelnor is not converted. I don't know how else I'm supposed to convert them other through military intervention. I wish I had an answer. But I don't have one for it. I'm going to grab envoy travel time reduction. When's my truce with the Council League up? Soon TM. Soon TM. You need to have 40,000 troops. I need to send 40,000 troops over to Aelintir. Help free up my province that I own. I gotta somehow, some way, make that happen. Can I not vassalize the kobolds? I think they're too big. Yeah, they're too big. Which is, you know what? Sad, but good. That means they're being successful. And that's what we love to see. I wonder if I throw a merchant here, I could get enough trade power. I doubt it. We only have 30%. I'm still holding out hope that I can convert Laurent. Kind of just feels like copium. Great Ording. Didn't realize you were around. Benail is the same thing. I wonder if I can get... If I get these 4... I guess 3 more provinces converted with Benail. That might be enough to convert Benail. Just because they don't have much land in general. Council League is attacking Covenblad. I thought Covenblad had like 10 million allies. When did Nursistir get? Huh. Well, Covenblad, you are 317% war score. Council League, you are 208% war score. Let's try and enforce on Council League first. We'll see where we go from there. Get access through Nursistir probably, so let's walk up this way. Come on, Nursistir. Thank you. Let's get Aelnor out first. We will convert Aelnor in this. Ooh, it'll get rid of the Center of Reformation as well for Protestantism. Fine, we'll let these guys recover, then we'll move in there. They'll get unblack flags because it will be my territory. Like, I don't know at what point does the AI decide, yes, I'm going to convert now, or no, I'm not going to convert now. You know? That also good. That means they can't able to fight just a little more than not at all. They're converting by converting, or they're helping by converting kobolds. And that's a victory in my book. Honorable people. Let's barrage. Oh. Brisson, it was enough. At 35. Wait, am I underestimating how little trade power I need to use these conversions? Do I only need like 30% now? Am I being silly goofy right now? Silly goofy guy? Yeah, I am. I am being silly goofy guy. Also, I should stop dropping my prestige. Just saying the tooltip for the inactive ones. Okay, I do only need 35%. I thought it was 50, man. All right. I don't know how much that really changes, but okay. I don't know what all that says. That's fine. %. It means I don't need as many boats in this node. And I could instead send them to... there's nowhere else that I really have close nearby. I have nowhere in Brisson that I can get to. I mean, I can send my boats, obviously. Like, if I could take Rayuel or something from Abdel Tunger, that'd be kind of sweet. Phoenix Empire's going to war with the Tungis, so they should be pretty weak here in a moment. The merchant needs to be present. Yeah, merchant does need to be present. I'll send you down to Corintar. Get you full occupied. Force religion. Take your money. Thank you very much. Black flags my troops. I gotta send them all the way to here. But that's fine. Maybe I do get rid of the Empire. Maybe I do just convert everybody else. Because I can get Vertesk Ulair converted. I can convert Derwing, and I think that's it. I think they're the only two people left. Yep, Ulair and Derwing. Only two members left that could possibly be a problem for the Pope. Apparently people are at war. Yeah, sure, you can have access. Why not? Let's cancel military access here. Thank you very much. Boom, boom, boom. Is there anybody that wants to convert? Yes. Eka will convert. Thank you, Eka. I can oversee mages. I don't know what that does, but I'll do it. Check. We'll oversee Eberthils. That works. The gnomes are not forcing their colonies to convert. I don't know what I really expected, because they're probably disloyal, so the gnomes are like, no, we can't do it, which is valid. But I would appreciate it if you did. Sure. But like, I need, really what I need is Ordend to be Ravelian. Maybe I should just go after Ordend. Go create my own colony there. That might be what I need to do, and get a bunch of precursor relics for the missions. Ordend, yeah, because I need 6 provinces in North or South Aelintir that produce precursor relics to have a university and to be Ravelian. Well, technically, it doesn't need to be ordered, but that's where they all are. That's just where the vast majority of them are. I suppose I could focus down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to get all 6 though. A little bit more work. Stay out of Taken. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea. I think I'll stay out of Taken, guys. I don't really want to be there. I didn't want to be there anyways. Look, colonialism never hurts, but 270,000 definitely does. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It definitely hurts a lot. Big hurt, big hurt. Wait, where did I lose my merchant from? Did I lose the merchant down here? I did. Got to get back to transferring so that way we can continue to convert it. Oh, I need to... Oh, never mind. I don't need to. I was gonna say I need to upgrade those ships, but I don't. All right, well, just do that. Here, and send you here, and we will peace out Corintar. I don't think I'm going to be able to convert them as a non-co-belligerent. But if I break their alliance with Grombar and Tarakar, maybe we can come back later. I can also just release Estol, and they'll be released as the correct religion, but I might as well. Yeah, that releases Estol as a Ravelian theocracy. Which I'm sure would make them very happy. Would make them super happy. New Sun Cult. Oh, wow. Okay, apparently Resin Camp popped off. Hey, Vern, can you get your god-dang thing in line? Your colony, please? Nope. Colonies are becoming too disloyal. They can't keep them in line anymore. Oh, you need to be upgraded. And that's very sad. I have to go deal with those rebels at some point. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. As of right now, my boats are in Ayland team. We got to bring them back. Bring those boats back. Spread out. Let's get this all occupied. Thank you very much. I think I am going to just have to spend a bunch of money to buy provinces. I got nothing else to spend my money on. Nothing else reasonable. That's 90%. We can force religion on you. I don't need to release anybody. Thank you very much. That is another person converted to the true faith. Yippee! Now is the perfect time to great holy war you, because nobody will defend you. I don't know if we have enough war score to convert them. We do not. And there's no one that I can release. So that feels bad. But I could force them to return cores. Ooh. I don't know how much development I want to give Corintar. Well, I think Corintar's about to lose a lot of land, so it's probably fine. Probably. Surely. Yeah, that'd be fine. What's the worst gonna happen? Apparently I'm stuck. Oh. I guess I'd better get access. Like, I'm pretty sure I should be able to move. Island rebels? Yeah, I know. How many of them are there? 22,000? Where are they moving to? Aden's Bay? Then I will move these 30,000 onto this island. And I will complete Ravelianism in Kenor. As a faith that actively seeks to address the inadequacies of other Kenorian faiths, it is nigh embarrassing that we aren't the dominant religion of our continent. We should remedy that. Alright, we get Religion of Peace 2. We get more merchants, more missionary strength. I think it's a 5% missionary strength buff. More merchant trade power, more diplo rep, more higher corporation cost. We should have gone war, by the way. We should have gone war and just tried to forcibly make people freaking join the faith. Apparently that was the call. I just need to try and bodify guys in Aelintir if I really want to convert them. Do the same thing here. Like, I can send Wex. That guy's name was Wex. Cringe. I only have 15% control of the trade here. Add everything in this node to a trade company. That. Apparently I had not done that yet. That's because I don't have any centers of trade in this node, which is rather unfortunate. A lot of them are now inland in these jungles. Those are owned by Moonhaven and another owned by Ildumar. It was only allied to Necklif and Basan, so maybe, but Favanosi and Everthil guarantee them, so that's less enticing. Inquisitor has died. Get a new one. Am I going to become in charge again? There's a 50% chance, which means no, probably not. Where else am I sending the merchants? I'd like to send them somewhere that I'm close to being able to convert. Yeah, this could technically, but there's not a lot to convert here. That's pretty good. At 32% here. We are converting there. We're at 14 here. We can try on that spot. I can try on this spot as well. We'll see if it works. We'll see. How are the sieges going? They're going. Do I have problems on the Broken Isles to station marines and ships there? I can't buy provinces in Aelintir is the problem. Like, I'd love to. I would. But I can't. You only buy them in trade company regions. Just waiting for you to forcibly convert your guys here. Wish there was a way for me to convince Ebonmoss convert. Well, I think I need to focus on Aelintir more. I'm gonna recall you, and I'm gonna recall you. And I'm gonna send those two merchants. Send those two merchants to this node. I gotta wait for them to get back. And to... I should not be dropping my prestige. And to here. In the hopes that it gives me enough trade power if I send shippies to get some conversions going. There's the Northern League. Build more shipyards to get more boats. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, even where I only get 0.3 force limit, it's not too bad. I'm not spending my money on anything else, so I could just build a bunch of boats. More boats. It does take a while for boats to build, though. I'll start building them somewhere. Do I have... Wow. Salamina, you a great conqueror? No, just a regular conqueror. Okay. That is a lot of land that you've taken. Nothing but... No! 105%? Ah! That's so sad. That's so sad. I could drop my governing capacity from the adventurers here. I don't think it's going to make a 5% difference, though. It might. It might make a 5% difference. But no, because then I'll be over gov cap, and then my admin efficiency will just drop anyways. That is so... Oh, never mind. That was with all the return cores. Never mind, never mind. I can return a bunch of stuff to Couch League because they are already the correct religion. Right? And then I can give Korentar a bunch of stuff because that's good. That leaves him at 102%. Youch. That's what I gotta say about that. Youch. Still though, might as well. We got eclipsed. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Do I not have troops down here? Okay, I do. We're at 14% here. We're at 5% here. If I can send my navies out, that'll be good. But we have a foothold in Aitland tier. Shout out to whoever's converting an Aitland tier. I don't know who it is, but they're doing it. I'm guessing it's Westham. You have plenty to enforce religion. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. Well, no, because I used the peace deal here and the war deck. I think it will be 102 next war. Foothold in Aitlantir, the original home of the God Fragment. Aitlantir is likely to hold other wonders that we could change the way we understand our universe. We need to begin spreading our influence there. This will let us invest in exploitation and study of precursor relics by Ravelians in Aitlantir. Okay. Right. This is where we're going to run into some real big issue. All provinces in the Gomo Provinces province group are Ravelian. Like, that's just not going to happen. Straight up. There's no world in which I can do that. There's just zero chance. Literally zero chance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Able to release tags. How many wars would that take? I don't know if there's enough time to release that many tags from those provinces. Because we have to do it in Sarhal and in Aitlantir. We would need those tags to convert in order to make it happen. Maybe Oversea Estates helps. We have Oversea Estates. Are you saying, like, if I... due to their total development. Biogen opinion is at least 50. One of the following. Biogen has mages. Maybe it would help. Doesn't seem they're too interested in that happening, unfortunately. Okay, Mother Sorrow. We can propagate religion. Here and here. Okay, he's murking up like crazy. I don't know if that's such a great idea, my guy. I guess you could be trying to contest me. I'll give you that. The problem is, I've got my dudes, my artificers up here. Counterpoint, I don't have all of my artificers up here. Eh? Can I have access, please? Thank you. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's all of them. You have a special peace deal that enforces them? Yeah, that's true, but I cannot beat Baihan Jin. Is the problem. I can't do that. I cannot beat them on the other side of the planet when they're that strong. It just won't happen. On previous relics. That's true. What does that even do? That's gold. What was that under? Was under economy? Find precursor studies. Is there any Ravelians that have precursor relics? Anyone at all? Yeah, you do. One precursor relics. We can invest in the study of precursor relics in Alien tier. I don't know what that does. I'm clicking the button. Floating city crash site. Yeah, okay. Flash and burn. I'm not seeing a modifier for it. 10, 11, 3. What if I do this again? 10, 11, 3. Oh, start building university. Oh, I see. So that's how they want me to... Okay. They really want me to convert like Dirk tier. That's what they want me to do, is convert Dirk tier. And then I can build universities in the provinces for them. If you don't have a colonial nation yourself. Or I build up a bunch of boats. Like a bunch of boats. And I go take it myself. That's one of those are the two options. Also, Valor Point has converted, but they don't have any precursor relics. If we could just get in here. Do I just abandon the Laurent scheme? No. I can't abandon the Laurent scheme. It has to work. We have to convert Laurent. Yeah, Laurent's got to be somewhat close. Like, just the smallest bit close. Surely. Not paying attention. They're trying to unsiege. Not appreciated. Not very cash money. Please don't do that. Gotta get in there. We gotta get this stuff occupied so I can get out of the war. We have war exhaustion. I want it to go away. You get both Bay of Centers and trade converting, you should be able to. That's what I'm saying, but we gotta get the boats over there. But I need the boats where they're at right now in order to get conversions. Though, to be fair, I do have boats in Sarhal. I could move those and just accept that we're not going to convert Sarhal. It is absolutely a possibility. When did you get good? Gabio still. Huh. We're not converting jack shit down here. Well, I guess we got these two converted. Okay, we've converted these 3 provinces. Yeah, all right. I mean, we're converting a decent amount. But again, would I rather convert all of this, which is not going to convert Ryaz most likely? Or would I rather move it? I'd rather move it. Well, I can keep the merchant. I'm not sure why I moved the merchant. That was kind of silly. But I'd like you to protect trade in Sella? Now, why don't you go here first? I know it's not Orden, but we're gonna have to find a way to get the range to Orden. The gnomes winning in Orden or in no. They're not. They're very much not winning. You know, if they had flipped a rebellion, they might have won. Just saying. Just saying. You can't prove me wrong. No evidence. No evidence that I'm wrong. All that. I have war exhaustion, so I need to let that go away. He says, looking at who he could possibly declare war on now. Go home. Just go back. And look at this. We got more boats. That's how I feel. Yeah. All right. Defeat. That's not what you like to see when you join a war. You don't want to just see the defeat button pop up immediately. It's a bad sign. A very, very, very bad sign. You are going to go protect trade. Okay, we can start to reconvert the Bay of Wines. I'm going to have you protect trade in the Bay of Wines. I don't think it'll be enough. I also need to put a merchant here. What about instead of Dame's Crown, I think. You're converting. But again, does it matter if this is converting? Is the Phoenix Empire going to be like, you know what I should do? I should convert to the cube. No, probably not. So maybe it's not so worth it to convert it. On the other hand, maybe it is. Just for the funnies. Let's stop pulling in the Dame's Crown node. We'll pull here. That puts us at 22%. I'm going to need to have more boats there. How are we doing in our trade out here? I don't even think the boats are over. Catarata have South Ravelian. There's some stuff in the southern parts of Catarata that are Ravelian. Yeah. But I don't... Well, maybe we could. We're just going to have to hope that that converts quick enough. But, like, probably not. But probably not. Oh. Oh, people want to teach things for me. Cool. You move back here. You... I would very much like to not be in this war. I cannot make that clear enough. I'd very much like to not be here. Join. I'm gonna go fight these troops now. I have war exhaustion and I would like to get rid of it. The only way it's gonna happen is if you let me go, Dame's Crown. Let me out of this. The Gnomish hierarchy has sown discontent. The Nimscod rebels are back literally as soon as I leave. Hello? What? How's that allowed? There are Nimscod rebels that rose up here. Well. Well. Evan Moss, I think, won their war. Yeah, they most certainly did. I think they full annexed that. Well, oh well, I guess. Too bad, so sad for them. Oh, a 3-2-6 now. Well, that's nice. Better monarch points, that's for sure. I'm out of generals that I can use. How are these boats doing? Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I don't want to be in this war anymore. Ooh, prototype tanks. I think the admin efficiency. Plane of water teleporter is fine. Envoy travel time is fine. And portable turrets for siege ability is fine. Are there any inventions that give global trade? Yeah, I think we have it. Oh, maybe not. Box of holding, market vendor. Maybe they'd be like level 2 though. Production cost, brass prosthesis, goods produced. Is it a tier 3? Goods produced, spark drive locomotives, give movement speed, T-wave transceivers, monthly diplo. Maybe not. Maybe there's not one that just gives global trade power straight up. At 9.4. Okay. They'll go away eventually. I'm at 9 war exhaustion. This one's not my fault. 7 of it is. But after that, this Dame's Crown keeps me trapped in here. I want to buy a province. I'm out here trying to buy a province. I'm being forced to stay in a war. Article just trust heathens. Our commandant has died. I would like a new commandant, please. None of the other advisors matter. That is not a commandant that I can upgrade. Give me a different one. Please and thank you. Give money to Eskin countries to help them conquer others. I do not trust the AI to actually use funds correctly. So I like the idea. They would probably just waste it, in all honesty. Here, Dave's Crown, if you want these provinces, they are yours, man. I just want out as fast as you can possibly get me out of here. Please. Please. Free me from this war. Abdel-Tunger's allied Syrian now. Not too big of a deal. We could possibly convert Abdel-Tunger. The merchants are suffering. I'm suffering too. It's okay. Love being called into AI wars. Interrupt miracles. Thank you very much. Hey, we lost a great holy war against Karshir because they converted, right? Yippee! All right, we did it. Well, we did something. We converted another nation. Let's go. Let's go. That's pretty good. Can almost get Wega Biga converted, I think. If I could just break into this node. Oh, it's just this node that I need to break into. Then I can try, desperately try to get Wega Biga converted. I've converted everything in the node. Well, all but one. Actually, a little bit more. And then they'll flip. How's Laurent? Laurent is not there yet. They're already reconverting. Wait, no, maybe not. This would have already been converted. No, I think we're good still. I think we're fine. I don't know how this is being not that I'm complaining. Religion of Rubia is being converted to Ravelian by a nearby center of Reformation. That's by Portnums. We're doing the stuff down in the south. Vanale has flipped over to the True Faith, and I can oversee their mages and artificers. Come on, Laurent. Come on, Laurent. Flip, flip, flip. Flip, flip, flip. Flip, flip, flip. Please. My boats haven't even gone to do their thing yet because I can't get out of here. James Crown, please don't make me peace out. I don't want to lower our trust for no reason. You know what? Actually, I don't care. Just want out. It's literally that simple. I just want out. Which hierarchy has declared me a rival, and that's valid. I understand why they would want me as a rival. We did kind of do them dirty. Come on, Laurent. You know you want to convert. You know you want to convert. Banished Isles. Yes. Okay. We are starting. We're starting in the Banished Isles. Our conversion process. I need to send a merchant here. And I would also need to... Well, there's the Enlightenment. I need a merchant here. I need boats here as well. I want to get that all done. Build counting houses everywhere. More money, I suppose. Wine bay conversion. I think I have it. We're at 24%. Maybe if I can get a decent admiral on these stacks. I mean, maybe. Start debate, another merchant, admin piece reactionaries. Cool, we keep our merchant up and running, so I don't have to reset it. I need 10% more. No, I need 5% more. I only need 30% or more trade power here? What? I have you steer trade towards me. Does that help me at all? Yeah. Royal Sard. I just need a little bit of trade power. I think each mission lowers it. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. There's our truce with the gnomes up. They're dying. Yeah, because it's in 30%. It's not in 30%. What are you talking about? It's at 27. Am I crazy? Institution? Yeah, we can embrace institution. Doesn't really do much for us. To convert to Ravelianism, Laurent. Okay, we're a great power because we embrace it early. Huge. Can I bring in more boats? I mean, I could bring in more boats, yes. I have boats in Aelintier that are converting. And I have my boats here in Westport that are also converting. And I don't really want to get rid of the Westport ones. Because it's still converting stuff in Laurent. I guess we should just focus on it. And if I don't convert stuff in the Banished Isles, it's not a huge deal. Right, it would be better to just get Laurent focused down. We gotta figure out, still gotta figure out what we're gonna do in Aelintier. Missionary strength guy, please. The boat should be here momentarily. There's 43%. Let's propagate religion. And oh, I need an Inquisitor, please and thank you. Inquisitor time. Appreciate that. Good level 5. Lizard folk homesteaders. Sure. Discontent sown. Istralor declares succession war on Vern. Oh, Galen has become junior partner. Okay. We might be able to convert Great Ording soon enough. Would be a bonus. One province is being converted here, but that's gonna be really slow because it's not ours. We're apparently trading in coal. They don't have any coal provinces, though. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. One converting down here. We have one converting up here. And that's going to be 2 provinces of Great Ording converted. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Or what? I'd like to continue building light ships, please. I'd like to never, ever, ever stop building light ships. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I need as many light ships as we can get our greedy little hands on. It takes your missionary strength? Yes, it does. Can I buy a Tungi trade province? I doubt it. No. Because I have other provinces nearby. Wegabiga. Wegabiga. Yo! Sunken Spire of Arskitse. What the? What does that even mean, dog? I think that's bugged. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be minus 849. It is bugged, and I am going to take advantage of it. Thank you very much. I've earned this. I don't know how, but I hereby designate that I've earned it. Just to compare, if I wanted to get this, I'd have to pay 32,000. If I wanted to buy something else from Wegabiga, I would need to pay a couple thousand. But me? I'm buying that shit. I'm expanding that. I'm upgrading that to a level 3 center of trade. I'm making that investment, that investment, that investment. Ravelian Symposium? Huh. Thanks for that. Temple, boom. That puts up to 12%. Ooh. Ooh, that's getting pretty close. Pretty close to what we need to get that up to level 3. Gets us to 17%. Come on. Come on. You know you want to convert. You know you want to convert. I'd like to get some boats down over there. Once we can get Laurent converted here, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. Laurent! Please. Please, bro. Please. I just want you to see the light. Am I truly asking for so much? I think I'm being very reasonable right now. Definitely not psycho behavior. Trying to convince people with the power of boats. Great Ording. You will not convert because it's technically not the dominant religion. Religion and Zaro. Puncture Coast. And Zabi. They will not. They're hostile to me? Oh. We don't need to be hostile. We can be friends. We could be allies. Please. Please, please. Let's not be enemies. I just want to be friends. There's somewhere I can buy trade investments. That's unacceptable. Okay, well, most of them didn't matter. There's somewhere I can buy these as well. More boats. Most of these are just goods produced, which doesn't matter for me. Turn that bad abbey into good abbey. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm always saying. They are very much not happy with me. They really want my stuff. They very much are not a fan of what's going on. Spectacularly embarrasses the court. Ugh, gross. Imagine being such a spectacular embarrassment that you make me lose stuff. Gonna get another one of these guys here. Merfolk caught in our traps. Let them out. Let those merfolk out. They didn't do nothing wrong. They're just fishing. And I respect that. Age of the Witch King is ending soon. Hierarchy, Separatists, and Baycods. Early 1984. And apparently the separatists for the hierarchy are different from the separatists from Nimsgard, so make sure they go back to the island so that way they can protect the island. We have more boats ready to go. Who from the hierarchy? God. It was Nimsgard. I think I got Nimsgard rebels that occupied the province. And so because of that, they are mean. They're mean, and they decided that they're going to get a core on the Nimsgard proper. But it had to have been Nimsgard because it was... No, Korashesh is converted. Yeah, it was definitely Nimsgard. Korashesh the betrayer. Why am I not allowed to convert them? Dominant religion in Korashesh is Ravelian. Wait, what? They went back instantly. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, Catarata. That's what you get. That's what you get. Punk. Thought that you could just steal away Korashesh from me. I'm working hard. Here. Hey. Why will you not convert to religion? Because you're hostile. Well, damn it. Somebody improve relations with them. Make them less hostile. How to fix that? Laurent? They're attacking Rakaputai. More boats built. I'm out. Not here. Little gift wouldn't hurt. Yeah, but I might as well just improve relations first. They're hostile, so I have to get them to 100 in order to make them flip. Has 4 converting them at the same time. Well, we're dedicated now. Now we're focused. I'm not sure where the 4 are coming from. I guess the one from our capital is also converting them. That works for me. Taking that. Upgrading my cannons. Oil mortars. Diplomatic insult. Improve with literally everyone. Tolerance of harpies? Yeah, try and get that up. Please. Laurent, I want nothing more than for you to just convert, man. I so badly want you to convert. I don't think you understand how much I need you to convert. It's not even a want. It's like, it's a need. I need it to happen. Church of the Holy Sucker is canceled military access. Yes! Get converted, Laurent. That's what I'm talking about. Praise the cube. Can I get some praise the cubes in chat? Huge, massive. Another one brought to the light. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've done it. Finally. Go ahead. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get Northern League to convert. I think I'd rather focus our stuff on Aelintir now. Now the question is, will Laurent forcibly convert their subjects? It would be nice. But I don't think it's going to happen. Now, East Ephelai, I can definitely get these guys converting. And I don't think I'm necessarily against that. Like, I can get Drakesguard to convert. Do they have any precursor relics? Oh. No, I don't know if I really care. Wasn't there a mission for instant to flip to the Empire? That's what I was told, but I'm not finding it. I'm not finding that. Uh, 1,500 provinces need to be Ravelian. Also, we can't do Fate of the Magisters because they stole my Mage Wield. That might have been what it was. Wasn't it up top somewhere? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's gonna give us that. But like, I don't know if I really want to convert the people in the Empire or not. Like, could I do it? Yeah, I could walk in there right now and take them out. But I don't know if I want to. I'm gonna have to fight Grombar. Ooh, I can't do that. That's a very solid no-go. None of these Core Knight guys converted, by the way. None of them. Not a single one of them converted to Ravelianism. Ask for a trade transfer. These guys aren't going to accept a transfer. Distance between borders makes it too difficult. You know, it really is just this. Like, this is it. This is the method. We gotta convert Yerk tier. The only problem is I can't do that. I can't. Why is this Ravelian? We're so back. Hold on. I don't know how I'm supposed to. Oh my God, Anbennar is massive. I don't know how I'm supposed to send my boats over here because they'll die because I don't have a port. I suppose I could ask for. I can just ask for fleet basing rights. I can't send a merchant. It's too far. Smack the Triarchy. Yeah, let me just smack down the Triarchy real quick. Though I say that, it's not actually impossible. Because they're allied to the gnomes. Which means I can smack down the gnomes and take Denzorgorim in the peace deal. Sneaky. Sneaky. Hello, gnomes. So-called gnomes. I'm kind of afraid of the Triarchy. Their troops. They'll be fine. We do what we must. For the faith, of course. For the faith. Yeah, I need to send these merchants somewhere else now. Like, instead of Westport, I can send here. Yeah, I'm not really sure how valuable that is. But I don't think I redirected my boats. That either. So if you can go protect trade in this node, that would be appreciated. And if you can go protect trade in Trolls Bay. Apparently I can't do because it's outside my trade range. That would be cool. Also, is this even in my colonial range? Oh, it is. Okay. Cool. We almost have 155,000 troops. And I very much do not. Why can I not call in the rent? Because they're in debt. Okay. Here. Send gift. Have a small loan of 4,000 ducats. Oh, you know what I could do? Protect trade. Here. Then maybe, just maybe, we can convert Wegabiga. Aha. Hee hoo hoo hoo. That would be the method. The madness is the method. Once they're done beating up Great March, then they'll come help me. We're a zealot. That's really nice. Great Marches. White peace. Thank you for being the correct religion. Appreciate that. There's self-cleaning parchment for more admin efficiency. Now we can get some more artificery stuff done. Guess we go brass prosthetics. Why not? Couldn't hurt. Well, I get. If you need a brass prosthetic, it did probably hurt at one point. But it wouldn't hurt to get new stuff to make it better. Gnomish Citadel. Plus 33%. What does that mean? Does that mean that the gnomes are... Wait a second. Well, 1732? What? They're cheating. The gnomes are cheating. I don't know what they're doing. Therefore, they have to be cheating. That's the only explanation. Roy V. Bob has finally been taken. The people cheer. We now need to go take the capital. The capital must fall. We'll assault that. We take it. Now, all I want... Ooh. If only. If only we had done this war earlier. Real. Oh, I can't take this in the war because I... Okay, I'll take this. They don't occupy it. So I can't take it. But I can take all this. And then we can start trying to take out these precursor relics. I need to improve with Ebon Moss right now. Oh, something tells me they're not going to care very much. Calisani Trading Company has converted. As far as I'm aware. I don't think they were the wrong religion before. Maybe they were. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Something just converted everything it could. I don't know which one. Alright, so I take all those provinces and I take this province. There's no centers of trade up here that I could take. Like, I could take things from the gnomish colonies, but I'm not sure it'll do me much good in the grand scheme of things. I'll just do that. Then we'll convert it all. All right. You walk back. Oh, of course. I can, because the age wasn't done yet, I have rampant expansion. Oh, wait, no, that's just corporation cost. Never mind. I thought it gave me the unlimited coring range, but that's the next stage. That's the next one. All right, where can I propagate? In Sella. Nice. I should get the other one, too. Sent him down there. Still can't send you over there. What about here? Stab loss. Rude. Very rude. We're at 40%. Uh-huh. Am I stupid? Stupid? Am I stupid? The answer? Yes. I need a merchant there. Can I convert you? Yep. And convert you to Ravelianism. And then you're converting. We can pull out of the Bay of Wines for now. Yeah. Instead of in the Bay of Wines. And then when the merchant gets down here, I'll be able to convert all this. Maybe, just maybe, we can get Wega Biga. I'm not sure what the goal of getting Wega Biga is, but we want a 445 is in charge. Thank you. And I will absolutely go for 20% global trade power. Faith through trade. 100,000,000%. And well, we're converting the Bay of Brisson. I mean, we're definitely pissing off the Phoenix Empire. There's no doubt about that. The question is it an effective use of our time? Maybe not. But it is funny. Ebonmoss will not ally me. Because I'm allied to their rival Dame's Crown. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Oh? Andreliande has converted. I want to oversee your mages. Laurent, I'm going to oversee your mages and artificers as well. Thank you. Can anybody else be converted? Yes. Who is that? Blebsenchand. 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 Alright. This guy got converted. I'm not sure how. Yeah, I'm not sure how, because he's not like converted, you know? Like he doesn't have the religion, but I'll take it. I'll take it. The ruler? Maybe. But I was able to click the button, so they would have had to have had the Ravelian provinces. I don't know. I'm fine with it. As long as they convert, at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. Oversee your artificers and mages, please, to make sure that you're not doing any crimes against all sentient life on this planet. Thank you very much. You are allied to Pelomar. I would love to declare war on you. I can declare war. It would be a bad idea, though, while these are not cored. What I will do is hire a merc stack over here, and hopefully that's enough to take this guy out. No? Lost the merchant. Oh, man. Now I'm gonna have to replace him again. I don't know which one got him done. Frick, dude. Who's this one? You're going to the Bay of Wines. You're going to Westport. I'm going to push for the Divenhall Gate. I don't think it really matters for me. Oh, what am I doing? Wait. Why did my trade power drop so significantly? Guess I need to send boats there. Effect trade here in the Banished Isles. Not enough. I need more boats. I need more boats, please. I have no heavies, so going over my naval force limit isn't too bad. I also have nothing else to spend the money on. You know, we're still good down here. Wegabiga? Nope. And I once again have no idea where that merchant was placed. Good stuff. Good stuff for me. Whale? I have no idea. I'm gonna place it here. Bowery is at war with Syrian and Jad. Yeah, that's fine. So be it. I'm chill with that. Good. We're maxed out on mill points, and I don't have anywhere to spend them. We can just throw them down in a random province. It doesn't matter too much. Northern League's announced me as a rival again. We're back up there. Number 7, Great Power. We have 1,449 development. Literally 1449. Dawi is now number 1 Great Power. Weakest Yanshin. Weakest Yanshin gameplay when there's no command. I cannot believe that Dawi and Baihanjin are allied, man. That is insane to me. Alessi Unity at its best. Huge ENW. It is a huge ENW. I will give you that. I can't let these rebels rise up. How much war score are you, dear Katir? Too much. Too much. But it doesn't matter. 1, 2. Yeah. I have to go to war with Dear Katir. It's the only way. Tis the only way. I think it's going to be our last mission is this one. The importance of artifice. These 500, all provinces in the Canor continent have overseen by the Ravelians. That's so many. It's so many. Yikes, dude. Yikes. I just don't know how we're ever going to get the Gomo province group 1 rebellion. I just don't see that happening. Oh, there's Rebellion Orden. I think the importance of artifice will be our last mission. That's our end goal. Which means we got to get... Oh, only 3 more provinces? Eh? You know, he's starting to convert. Where else can I do that? Oh, the Banished Isles. Why? Where are the other 2 that we got? Because we were at 1. Where else? Where else did Precursor Relics show up that are Ravelian? I don't know. I suppose that's fine. I don't really need to know, but we'll take it. It's just 50. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Do they not have to be Ravelian? Country's opinion of Ravelian say at least 50. Province owner. No, it does have to be it. The southern ones? I don't see any precursor relics down here that have been converted, other than this one. Which is the one that was already there. These guys haven't converted anything. I don't know. You know what? We move fast. We move fast so that way we can get this thing done. Ebon is going to be immediately hostile to my colony, so we gotta schmoove. I can't hire mercs there? Really? Okay. Here's what I do. I build a bunch of troops. Yeah. Bunch of regular troops. I occupy this province, and then I hire merc stack there. And I can take these two. No, I just need to go after Deer. You're tiered directly. Never mind. They've allied Ebon, or they have been allied to Ebon. I'm not sure which one it is. But that's not happening. Every day I suffer. Every day I suffer. It's been a long time. I just never paid attention to it. I fund studies when they're not Ravelian. I mean, yeah, I can fund precursor studies when they're not Ravelian, but I'm pretty sure they have to be Ravelian in order for me to get the bonuses for the mission. One of the following must be true. Ravelian in the Ravelian state is Ravelian. The country's opinion of the Ravelian state is at least 50. Or the province owner is Ravelian. Maybe I do. Maybe I can just improve relations. Maybe money is the key to success. Maybe I don't have to choose violence. Real. I mean, we can wait and see. Dawi, the birthplace of the revolution. That's what they get. That's what they get for being so goddamn strong. I'm not sure I'm doing anything when I fund guys. You're building a barracks here. You're building a training fields here. I fund precursor relics. I don't seem to be doing anything for them. This one is building. For sure. That seems bugged. It seems bugged that I should be able to click it or that it's not doing anything. Because it's building something here. It's just not building anything down here. They have this university. Maybe if I click again. Maybe after they're done building this, now I click it again. No. No. It does not seem to be working. Maybe I can only do one at a time in general. And it's just letting me click it, and I'm not supposed to be able to click it. Okay, I don't actually have to conquer this stuff. We're fine. What? Now, if I look in here, that's building a counting house. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Fund a precursor relic here? What was that? Why did it just build something on this building slot and then not show anything? Ayo? Scammed? Damned moment. Improve with you. Okay, but this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. If I can just improve relations with people and make it count, then we're fine. It's not too large of a deal. It's a little bit bugged, a little bit. Ah, well, what's life without some bugs, you know? Bugs are important. We have been chosen. Huge. I lost Great Holy War against someone. It's either they died or converted. I'm going to choose that they converted, because it makes me feel better. What about these guys over here? Are you ready to convert? No. Hostile? You jerks. After everything I've done for you. After all the conversions, you turn your back on me? What the frickety frack are you talking about? Not very cool. Not very cool. Also, Great Ordian did not end up converting. Another not very cool moment. Well, given enough time, Sornican would probably convert. Ibn Moss, can I find precursor relics? Fund them. See? It's doing something weird here. Because that's not getting them built. If I improve relations with Marleonde, that will get another one. Fund precursor studies down here. It did nothing. No, that's not true. It's definitely not working. It's definitely not working as intended. Because that is just building in 3 building slots, and it didn't work. Oh, I do. Yes. Ignore coring distance, please. I have a feeling it might be important. Oh, Edith is dying? Perfect. Declare war. Great Holy War. Declare. Ulair has become the Emperor. It's fine. Chin time. I wish. We're at 4. I guess 4 tags? Sornican's in the same boat. If I can improve with them, I think we'll be good. I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced that it's just the opinion. I'm not really sure what we're doing, but we're throwing spaghetti at the wall. What I say, Wex. What I fucking tell you. Eventually you're gonna get got. And you got. You had every opportunity to declare your independence. Every opportunity. And instead, you sat there and got annexed. And the only interpretation of that is that they wanted to be annexed at some point. You swear I had a mission click? I did. Draft more internationals. The initial recruitment drives have proven beneficial. We should scale up operation and even start recruiting more soldiers during our symposiums. Unlocks a new symposium option, granting extra manpower. It costs a lot of money. And we get plus 60,000 manpower increase. Dirk Tier has announced me as a rival. You're 55 now. And now it's gone down to 3? What? Oh my god. Look how much he took. We're cooked. Hey, good news. We're gonna get one. That's good news at least. I have access. I know you just rivaled me. You jacket. Check if the converting trade requirements are lowered. Just like missions in general. No. Come on. We're gonna be stuck in this war forever, by the way. Because I can't get access. 30,000 manpower. Damn. Oh, right, because Dirk Tier, they rivaled me, so the opinion goes down. So that way, that's why I lost one on the... That's why I lost one on the mission. If the thing would just work, then we'd be fine. Like, if fund precursor studies worked, maybe it did. Maybe that one got built. Not true. Not true. Copium. No, I think it did work. I think I'm not coping. That's what everybody who is coping would say, though. So take that with a grain of salt. Let's improve relations with this guy. Maybe we can convince him to render unto Caesar. That being me in this case. Just trying to get this mission done, you know? Just trying to get this mission done. That's it. I'm going to take on their debt. I'm going to give them 60 opinion. That's going to make it 5 because they have a university there. So now I need one more tag that has precursor relics to have a high opinion of me. I choose you, colony. Love me. You will love me. Your overlord loves me. You will love me. You should be flipping to my religion right now. Just saying. Point out facts. Durwing, my faithful ally, is calling me into war against Dulair. Okay. The two last members of the Empire of Anbennar are fighting each other. Yo! Wegabiga! 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 Wegabiga has converted! I didn't even have to ask them! Yippee! What about you? How are you doing? I think we should probably focus on this guy now. I guess we are, because we're converting here and here. That's all of Badabi's land. As long as we keep going, we'll convert him. He hates me, though, so he won't accept it. But yeah, it is. Only so much I can do. Here, 45 opinion. 52 opinion. Are we there yet? What do you mean? What if I fund precursor studies here? It's bugged. It's bugged. No. No. You have the university. I just need one person. One person with precursor relics that have a university on one of the provinces. Please. Please. Nur Lorbit. You're the next hope. You have a spot here available for... No, you don't. It's Jover. Show me resume. Improve relations. Improve relations. There's still a hope. The dream is real. The dream's alive. Is it alive? It's bugged. Come on. Come on, man. It's real! Nature of the God Fragment. As an artifact of the Precursor Empire, the God Fragment cannot be fully understood until we get a better grasp of the Precursors as a whole. By overseeing a handful of thorough excavations into Precursor ruins, we hope to come closer to understanding God. Ravelianism gains 1,000% unraveling knowledge. I don't think that does anything. Not anymore. Because we're already kind of there. We've already done all the debates. Importance of Artifice. The fourth and God-willing last debate is over. The importance of Artifice in our world cannot be overstated. It should be a national priority that we reign in every artificer of our faith to ensure God's magic is being used to advance our national interests. That's it. I think that's it for us. The Gomo stuff is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's no way that I'm going to be able to convert these two provinces. I can check and see if this has been lowered. Go to a different trade node. Nope, looks like it's just gone down to 30%. I don't know what's causing that. What caused that to change? But it's still 30. Inframegisterium. I don't know what the event is. It's not a big deal. But we got Laurent to convert, so that's pretty good. No one. I feel like not a lot of people converted to Ravelianism naturally, which feels bad. I don't know what I was supposed to do differently. I'll say that. I don't know what I was supposed to do differently to convert people. I don't know how I would get to 3,000 provinces converted. Like physically, I don't know what I would have done differently. Maybe colonial. I guess going colonial could have been a path to do it. I mean, it would have helped for sure. It would not have hurt. But like, I don't know what I do about Kedarata or the Phoenix Empire or Dawi or Baihan Jin or Nadam Raj, right? Like, I don't know how I convince them or convert enough provinces through the trade interaction to get there. I guess we could have gone the military route, right? Like, you don't take court plutocratic ideas. You go, like, well, we went Inno first. But like, Inno offensive, and then go all in on using military to convert people. But even then, I don't know. 1, world conquest. 2, question mark. 3, profit. Yeah, true. Real and true. Because there was another option in our mission tree here. See, upgrade our bonus to spreading the faith via discourse or zealotry. We should have gone zealotry, I suppose, and not discourse. And use that in combination with the Global Crusade to just try and convert people through war. I just don't know how you do it with this. But even then, like, how long can we survive if we are actually just fighting, you know, because we don't own that much land and we never would. I think we would have been more effective. We would have converted Northern League a while ago. You know, we would have just done one war against everybody and boom, 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 Ravelian everyone, and then have them convert things. Doesn't really help with the colonies, though, since overlords aren't going to enforce their religion, but there's always some ways. Like, we had Kedarata on the ropes. We'd beaten them twice. If I had had the war score cost reductions in order to smack them down, I mean, maybe it would have made a difference. I don't know. Maybe the last stage of the monument helps. That's true. There is a third stage, but I don't think so. It gives gov capacity, monthly splendor, and state maintenance reduction for less tax. So no, it really wouldn't have helped us all that much. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Very possible. But I think that is where we'll call our cube run over. I think it was fairly successful. Personally, we got a lot of Ravelians over. It was good. It was good. It was good. Let's see. You want me to check Ebon Moss? I can do that. Debug mode. Ag H34. What is stopping their formable? What formable? Which formable are you referencing? Because I'm not seeing a formable, and neither is Ebon Moss. Oh. Where's their capital? Right here. Wooniston. 34 development. Tobacco. Oh. Dustman culture. GG? Yeah, GG. So as for tomorrow, I think we'll do a shorter mission tree. Maybe we'll do one of the gobos. Because May 5th I want to start Stellaris, so I want to make sure that we don't overdo it on that. But I'll check around. I'll look around for mission trees that might be about 3 days long. Good. Patrolling the yin really makes you wish for a nuclear winter. That it does. Thinking about the yin makes you wish for more nuclear hellfire, actually. To be specific. But yeah, Ebon Moss, that is the cowboy one, right? I think. Righty. Well, then I will see you all tomorrow. Yes? For a new run. I don't know what we'll do, but it will be Anbennar. We'll see. Alright. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching. Do appreciate it. If you missed yesterday's VOD or you want to see where we started with this run as Blueheart, !VOD is where you need to go, and that will get you to the VOD channel. But other than that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.